First at 6, the commissioner of Vermont's Department of Corrections has an explanation for Monday's death at Southern State. He says that death, along with the majority of the other 5 deaths at the facility this year, were all likely due to natural causes. ABC 22's Matt Holderman now joins us live from the newsroom tonight with more on this. Matt?
Well, that's right, Lauren. Now, Commissioner Nicholas Demmel told me the prisoner who died, 46-year-old David Mitchell from Springfield, had experienced an adverse medical event earlier this week and had been seeing the prison's medical staff for breathing issues. He says the prison's population is aging in general, and many of the inmates have chronic illnesses.
With a demographic shift in our prison population that folks are getting older and they're getting sicker when they come into the facilities.
2023 has been a difficult year for everyone at Southern State Correctional Facility in Springfield. In just 4.5 months, there have already been 6 inmates who have died at the prison, the same number of deaths they had through all of 2022. DOC Commissioner Nicholas Demmel attributes the high number of deaths to the type of prisoners kept there, some of the oldest and sickest in the state.
It does have our aging population there. It houses the folks with the highest medical needs at that facility. Nearly 90% of our population is receiving medication. The average number of medications an individual takes in the prison system is 5.5.
So why the sudden rise in deaths now? Demmel says it could be that a number of the prisoners they've taken in recently had pre-existing medical conditions but weren't seeking treatment for them until being put in jail. The inmate who died this past Monday, 46-year-old David Mitchell, had only been incarcerated there since November, although we don't know if he was receiving treatment prior to imprisonment or not.
When they come into our system, we're glad and happy to provide that medical care, but often it's the first line of medical treatment for those individuals.
In total, Demmel says there have been 7 deaths across Vermont state prisons so far this year, with autopsies showing 2 were from natural causes and 1 was self-inflicted. He says the other 4 are still being investigated, but are all expected to be medical-related or natural. Regardless, he says they're trying to find ways to keep the number of deaths down moving forward.
We're studying every death to try to see if there is some way we could have prevented it, some way to improve, and we'll continue that continuous improvement process.
And Lauren, it's also worth noting the Department of Corrections as a whole will start working with a new Tennessee-based medical provider this July called WellPath. Demmel told me their contract with WellPath is designed specifically around the medical situation that they're facing. Now, switching gears here, I also asked Demmel about the attempted prison escape yesterday at Northeast Correctional Complex in St. Johnsbury. Now, if you didn't hear about this yet, officials say this inmate, 44-year-old Seth Brunell, tried escaping the prison in the afternoon. He's being held there without bail on a second-degree murder charge in connection to the stabbing death of Fern Feather just over a year ago in Morristown. This picture from when he was arrested last year. Now, Demmel says Brunell he tried jumping a fence to get out, but he failed to do so. They're now looking into the incident to see how they can prevent it from happening again.
We had an individual at our facility in St. Johnsbury attempt to scale a fence unsuccessfully. He never made it outside the secure perimeter. Now we'll begin the after-action process where we review the incident, make sure that we can learn any lessons from the response.
And Demmel says attempted prison escapes are pretty rare. It's only the second one in Vermont in the last 2 years. The DOC and police will now hand extra penalties to Brunell for his attempted escape. Live in the newsroom, Matt Holderman, ABC 22 News.